If you're not using them later, Segrit is willing to pay.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren. Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
If I have material for a special order...
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
What did you mean when you meant...
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons. Thanks for checking, anyway.
So we're heretics, just like them. Should we surrender, or...
Don't be foolish.
Does it trouble you?
Not really.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra. That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Can't you simply ignore them? If only that were possible.
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat, they just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable. Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic? I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty. We were honored to lend its use to divine... I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. No. Perhaps my
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelions actually...
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden... If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask?
Sister Liliana approached me. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated. But please excuse me.
Please tell me if you find something.
Greetings.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker. With passionate breath does the darkness creep. Stop tearing off shit. It is the whisper in the night, the lie upon us.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can...
You must speak with most everyone here. How...
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition... I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Can I see what you have?
Of course.
And Mother Giselle will treat all demon robbers as
Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any...
Who did you mean?
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our... Still, he sometimes resembles the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
I was thinking of...
Oh, I could listen to his... He actually let me read a chapter of his... It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
What's your...
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
Let's speak later.
Another...
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. Especially a Dalish elf. One look at your face and it's clear you were never part of a circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in travels, I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can at the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
You said you were...
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
Why did you just...
I like the when some... But once you know... So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it. Thank you again. You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
I found something the demons left behind.
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there in the trank... If you find anything, please bring it in. Hello? Can I help you with something?
I'll...
Travels...
learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes, she should see fire and go towards light.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Awful things happen every day. Get used to it.
Get used to being a pawn? To be discarded when the Maker's done with you? The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry.
Not just me. All of us. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servant, I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this?
So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. Come, to work then. We will...
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rape. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay?
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the thousands of people died on that mountain. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really...
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Are you from Pharrell?
Free marches. And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear.
I'm a businessman. Merchants buy and sell goods. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network...
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get... Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author? What kind of...
I've tried my crime serials are my most popular. The Tale of the Champion. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shop?
Actually, we don't own shops. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of...
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers. Bianca? I won her from Paragon Smith Bronca in a game of Wicked Grey. She was such a sore loser. Ran off to the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone saw of her.
Who is she?
I can't tell you.
And the
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
These truths.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Lightning for the Herald of Andraste?
Oh, Maker, you're here. You're the Herald of Andraste. And you were sent to shame us. A mystery. I pay my elves good and proper, you should know. Friend of the alienage and all, and... I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
I'm not from an alienage. I'm Dalish.
Oh, right. Of course. Because of the things on your face. Yes. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
You said Leliana asked you to run an Inquisition...
Dumb luck, mainly. When I heard interesting gossip, I passed word to She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I
I didn't realize she meant this.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harriet is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, threaten the court. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrid. His prices aren't too high. Yes? Oh, there's also my knave. She studies beasts and things.
Farewell.
Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this area?
Harriet is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, threaten the quartermaster can. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from... Oh, there's also my knave. She studies... Felissa said to check with you to make sure these are safe to serve.
They're fine. Nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right. Smart woman for asking, though. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
My thanks for any part you played in that.
Yeah, well. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stopped. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can...
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tent and tent. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
How do I go about...
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better. You're back. And in one piece.
For a healer...
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the... Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help. There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
How do I go...
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd... Let me know if you need anything.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach. Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used. Any artifact of such power is dangerous.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
The artifact that created the breach is unlike... I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact... In any case, did you need me for anything?
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
My people come from the elves who refused to surrender when humans broke their treaty and destroyed the Dales.
Your keeper was not wrong about that, at least. We must mark the occasion of the Dalish remembering something correctly. Perhaps we should plant a tree.
You insult my people.
They insult themselves. Remember, I have walked the memories of the Fade. I have seen the history the Dalish imitate.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors struggled? It would only make him bitter. or inspire him to take a foolish...
You've decided his reaction.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
Is the magic they teach in the Circle different from the magic I learned with my...
No and yes, yes. Dalish magic is more practical, not new. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now? For the Herald of Andraste, telling what she did.
It's far too soon to consider anything.
Need something?
Carry on.
Still got demons pouring out of the rifts. Listen.
Greetings.
Until later.
Stay safe.
don't see why we need to build siege equipment. We're not laying siege to anything.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition parts.
But Harry doesn't know. Brilliant.
See reason, Lissette.
You're the one
We
they're
cannot
calling
stay
the
here.
Herald.
You don't sound happy about that.
I'm not. I did not join the Order to adjust my faith so easily. But I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do, and your role in it. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are trades. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
I'm surprised to hear.
Not all Templars want to make mages into prisoners or villains. Some of us just want to keep a balance and let you practice your craft in safety. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
Do you have any idea what...
No, I'm just a recruit. Though that distance did save my life.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of where once we both protected all people. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not...
When the temple went up, my life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in...
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun. My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts for Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, I never knew to be fishing around for what the higher up. What does that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
Honestly, another time.
something, let me know. Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
It's not exactly what I'm used to.
Wrong time for style to dictate what you wear. The world's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Who outfits the Inquisition?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thread, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
If I want something...
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon. Our designs are simple, but they... You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Does the...
Tough convincing trading. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Can you help him?
Yes. You find... You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done.
Goodbye.
Right.
something here. Better take a closer look.
I'd be more useful here.
What can you and your team?
Arms and armor. You want something fancy? Bring your own
One down!
Sigrid,
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajan...
Yo, you want some of these mixed up? You just give the word. Perhaps another time.
You dislike the Templars, sister?
Will you be able to get us the crafting supplies
I know
we
their
need?
purpose, but
When they're ready,
you remember
piss off.
I once mini Chantry.
Yes. Nice work with those supplies. The Smiths can use them to... Might not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift. Make a...
How can you be so calm with everything we believe called into question?
Apothecary Adon will have more poultices for the injured as soon as possible, revered mother.
Sigrid says it will cost at least 10.
Fine.
Not sure why you would want to pay out of your own pocket for books, Enchanter.
I'm not an enchanter, and too many books get lost.
That's nothing to do with fair.